chat. Today, what I want to focus on are what the guardians have to say. I'll let you know Eli's here. I don't know if you guys can see him. He's our puppy. He's our chihuahua right here. So he's here with me. Today, what I'm going to do is focus on what the guardians are saying for the week ahead and to focus on how they work with the planets. And if you have a question, like if you want a reading from your guardians, just put it in the chat and I'll speak up. So today's energy, what I've noticed this morning was there seems to be, good morning, Danielle. Everyone, if you guys want to check out Danielle, she has a really wonderful YouTube channel called Maritime Medium. If you want to check her out, she's amazing. If you haven't subscribed to her, please feel free to consider. She's really amazing. So today's energy feels much more like a purge or removing aura that shouldn't be there. There's an energy where the guardians are showing a lot of aura where we're shifting into a new frequency, and it's like everyone as a whole. So one thing that I'm noticing is, oh, Danielle has a question. Good morning, Aura. I have a question for her trip in Toronto. Any aura, that would be awesome. Okay. Hi, Chelsea. Yes, Danielle is the best. Okay, Danielle, they're focusing on an energy here where she's saying that you're going into, so Toronto, she's saying that you're going to open up many doors through inspiration and through guidance. And she's saying you're going to be receiving downloads from the guardians that will help you connect to greater abundance and to your higher path, to your higher self. So there's a lot of inspiration coming to you. So what I would recommend for you, write a list of what your intention is and to pay attention to how that aura is coming in. Hi, MS. Edina, good morning. Any messages? Oh, sorry. About my relationship. Okay. Edina, they're showing an energy here where they're focusing on an aura where it's going to be important to focus on being in the moment and to focus on where she's saying to follow your joy, to follow your joy, and to follow what brings inspiration between you and your partner, because she says this is going to guide you later. And it's an aura. She says it's an aura for greater, higher learning. And she says the decision where you want to go next with the relationship will become clear to you around March next year. With this, I hope that helps. Aura, any messages from her guardians? Okay. Aura, they're focusing on an energy where you're going into higher learning and you're going into higher knowledge. She says that the guardians are sending you a teacher that is going to come to you through spirit. So she says that there's a new teacher they're sending to you that is first going to connect you through it looks like through your job. So this is a coworker, manager, or director who you're going to have short interaction with, but they're going to give you words of knowledge that will remind you of who you really are. And it's not just the job, but it's an energy where you're focusing on she says higher learning and higher knowledge of who your spirit is. They're also asking to keep an eye on, she says they want you to keep an eye on more books and to keep an eye on what courses you're called to. So I see an energy here where they're asking to keep an eye on if it's YouTube tutorials or gathering knowledge, because she says this will lead you to more later on. I hope that helps. And then, hi, so Sim is looking for a translation. Sim, your aura is really strong. So you look, the way that they show you today, you look like, if you picture starlight, but as like a forest green, like a dark forest green, the guardians are saying that you're going into an aura where you're reconnecting with nature. She says you're connecting with nature and animals on a higher level. And she says there is a spirit animal working with you. I do believe this is a panther who is helping you connect to your spiritual abilities. They're saying 2023 will be a year where you will be called to be a leader, and not to underestimate yourself, especially the first part of the year, because the first part of the year is all about removing energy that shouldn't be there, and you're creating a space for more abundance and wisdom to you. Whether they're asking to learn more about the ways that animals speak to us. With that, hope that helps. And then, oh, you're welcome, Danielle. I hope that helps. And then it's Terry. Nice to meet you. May I ask when I will meet my man? I've been single for a long time and I'm ready for love. Okay. So Terry. Okay. So one thing that they're showing here for you is with regards to your man, he's been in this the last few years, he's been in a it looks like a relationship where he's had to learn who he's not in order to get back to who he is. And she says that what's happening between you and your gentleman right now is that the two of you are communicating, it's like soul to soul. And she says when you dream, you meet each other in your dreams. And what they're showing here is that you're going to be given visions about how the two of you meet. I do feel like he's in an order where it's like he's tying up loose ends from the last cycle, from the last relationship, in order to make sure that he got the lesson and he's ready for you. And she says, for you, this is a time for you to focus on building your wisdom. There is something too here, Terry, for I don't know if you're working on your fitness more than normal, but there's something that fitness, guardians say this a lot, where fitness is part of our meditation. It's a way to clear our energy. And they're showing an aura that they want you to connect. She's saying connect with fitness and to keep an eye on, I think it's like a gym or working out at a gym, because there seems to be that maybe a space where the two of you will connect, because I think he's really into his fitness as well, but he's closer than what you know. I just think he's tying up loose ends for you with it. But she says, if you do, Terry, what I would recommend for you is maybe start pulling angel cards, because they will act as a communication or a telephone between you and your man so that you can pick up on his aura a bit more. But I think you're reading him now. You just may not realize that you're reading him, but he's closer than what you think. And then for Penguin 103, I think, sorry, I don't have my glasses. I think it says Penguin 103. Any feedback, the guardians, about a career and a new home? Okay. So they're showing an energy here that you are going into the next 18 months, you're going to be going into a very strong manifestation aura field, which means that the life that you want to call in is more stronger for you than what you realize. And they're saying keep your thoughts very clear and very positive on what you want, because when we go into a manifestation energy, if we focus on what we don't want, or if we focus on what's causing us stress, we can accidentally manifest that. So what they're asking for you is to be very clear in your thoughts of the life and the path that you want to call in. And she says that you're going to be given, she says, dreams about the move and the career before you. She says also too, there's a coworker that you worked with she says 2 or 3 years ago that is going to speak to you about a potential job opportunity or a project opportunity that may lead to more sorry. She says there's a coworker from the past 2 or 3 years ago who knows of a project or a job opportunity that may lead you to more opportunities down the road. And she's saying keep an eye on where your thoughts go, especially if you're thinking about past coworkers, because that could be your angel saying that there's someone here that you need to work with. Just heads up on that. But very high manifestation aura. Lori is looking for, hi baby, DJ's here now too. I'll show you DJ's here with that. So Lori is looking for a translation. Lori, your aura looks like what I'm seeing surrounding you are all roses. There's just like you're in a field of roses, and they're showing an aura here that you are entering a cycle of what they're translating as higher joy and higher joy and higher psychic abilities. There's a lot of psychic energy around you. She's asking you to work with tarot a bit more. I think tarot would help open up more of your third eye. Lori, I don't know, are you getting more acupuncture done or more massage? Because they're showing an energy that you're shifting a lot of aura. And she also wants you to get into Qigong. She says Qigong will be very significant for you later on. Yeah, just you're extending your aura field. So tarot, she says you're getting to the point where tarot where you won't need tarot. Tarot will just be a point of focus, and then you'll get the translation. But it looks like you're going into a psychic upgrade, so it looks good. Let's see. Next one is Chelsea. Any messages about her grandfather? Okay. Okay, so Chelsea, what I'm getting is a very calming energy. She says with your so your grandfather is here and your guardian is here. She says that you're going into an aura where you are going to be developing your own mediumship abilities. Your grandfather's spirit here is showing a lot of peace, a lot of calm, and he's speaking of an energy that he is working with your home. So you may notice that sometimes with levels in spirit, what happens is we have where like things happen in the house, like it's like doors might open, or we come out and the drawers open, or cupboards open, and it's a language. It's the way that they speak to us. So if you notice doors are opening, or if you hear creaking in the wall, doors opening mean that they're trying to bring an opportunity to you. So if you notice a very good omen, if you're hearing more creaking in the walls, what that means is an energy where the, they're saying that if you hear creaking in the wall, that is your grandfather taking out energy that should not be there. And they're showing an aura that he's sending you. I don't know if he had a coin collection, but he's showing like a jar of like pennies or a jar of coins, and he's saying there's something that you're going to find this, and it's going to help you remember a memory about him when you were very young. She says he's around more than you know, but I think he's working with the house to communicate, and you'll learn the language. Just trust your reaction to that. With that, so and it's positive. It's very good. Oh, where did that go? Okay, and on to. Oh, sorry guys, I just have to go back up. We are down to. Sorry guys, I just went back a bit. That's for Chelsea. Oh, Danielle is so sweet, yes. Kimberly, any messages for her? Kimberly, they're focusing on an energy where you're going into a period of healing and resting. She says they want you to be still and to hear your spirit. She says to be still to hear your spirit. She says it's not time to. Not time to. She says it's not time to create. That's her word. So I feel like the next couple of days, take time for yourself, rest, recharge. You're doing more than what you know. That's sort of what they're. That's all she said for that. I'm gonna go back with that. Okay, Shiwu, or sorry, oh my god, Shiwa, hi, can you please tell me if someone left me something that when they passed away that I wasn't told about? Okay. Okay, so I'm hearing yes. They're saying that you're going to have a dream directly from that loved one to give you guidance with it. So what they're showing here is they're saying nothing is lost. They're saying that you're going to be guided to the gift that was given to you through dreams and through intuition. And she's saying trust your intuition. There's something that you're picking up more energy than you realize. And also too, there's something that she says you have the gift of mediumship, which means that you can hear and see spirits. She says that aura is going to be increasing for you the next few months, and that you are going to be connecting with ancestors the next few months that are going to expand your knowledge. Just sort of a heads up on that. But trust your reaction. I think you're picking up more than you realize. Tracy wants a message. Tracy, they're focusing on Reiki. There's a lot of aura, Reiki, Qigong, Tai Chi. They're showing an aura here that she says that you're expanding your aura field, and that whatever you're doing right now, spiritually, psychically, if you're doing more yoga, it's like it's increasing your, most aura fields are about like, I'm trying to see, probably about a good 2 feet away or a meter away from the body, where, and yours feels like it's actually like 2 meters away from your body. So that means that you're growing, and you're saying that you're going into a very high psychic training that's going to allow you to be more in your power and to see the angels more stronger. She says you are of angels, and she says you work with the angels all the time, but something with energy is really important, like working with energy or working with the angels are going to be very significant. So I hope that helps. You're welcome, Aura. Hi, Leah. Lucy, any messages about her long distance relationship? Lucy, they're showing an energy right now where I'm asking about the relationship, but they're redirecting it. They're saying that right now their focus is more about career opportunities and more about career opportunities, and also too more about abundance, like you're calling in more abundance. She says the next 7 weeks you're going to be in an energy where you're going to have, guardians call high inspiration. High inspiration is where we have new ideas that we never considered before that leads us to more opportunities. She says keep an eye on where your inspiration is going, because this, she says this will lead you to greater opportunities in 2023 and 2024, but right now the focus seems to be more about career and abundance, and then the aura comes in. I don't see anything with the long distance, they're not adding anything to the long distance relationship, they're just focusing on career and abundance. That's what they're showing there. And back. And oh, I'm glad, Tracy, I'm glad to hear that. Oh, Stacy. Okay, so I'm just gonna check to see if my members have anything. I'm just gonna do the priority there, because I know my energy, because of my migraines, like I have a window where I'm okay, then I'm not okay. So I'm just gonna do the members first. So Stacy. Stacy, your aura looks good. They're saying here that your daughter is going to tell you a translation about a past life. And there's an energy here that she is going to tell you when you were her mother before, and that she is going to very high psychic dreams that are going to help you connect more with your power and your spirit. Very high psych, a lot of ancestors around you with it. And then G Doucette, she's looking for guiding messages from her angels. G Doucette, they're showing an aura that they're, so guardians sometimes they when they work with aura field, if you know when you look at a candle, you can see the rays of light coming off the flame. What they do sometimes is they put these strings of aura that look like a ray of light, and they kind of sew it into her aura. So Gisette, what she's doing right now is there's a string of almost like a really summer blue, like a really bright sky blue starlight that she's sewing into your aura. And this aura field that she's putting into your aura has a direct connection to a past life. I think the past life is connected to ancient Greece, the way that she shows this. And she says you're going to be remembering knowledge that you've earned in an ancient life that will serve you now, but a lot of past life energy coming to you. And she says just trust what you're connecting to, because you're picking up way more than what you realize. But they're integrating some aura there, which is very cool. Okay, we'll go back. And oh, good, I'm glad to hear. Scooting around with Easton. What should I pay attention? Partner's health. Okay. Health is a little bit different to guardians, because they speak more of energy. Like they won't speak about like someone's getting sick or they're breaking their toe. They don't speak like that. They'll do more that they feel this person needs more earth or starlight, and I'll explain what that means. So for scooting around, they're translating it as like to ground more, and they're putting in more earth. Earth energy often means it often means um like eating more greens. They consider earth energy like more potatoes, root vegetables, and more beans. That's a big one for guardians. They eating more beans, hummus, miso soup, anything like that is very important. They're focusing on your partner to ground a bit more, and for you to trust your intuition, what they need, because they're saying you're reading their body more quicker than they are. So if you feel like they need more water or green tea or anything like that, just trust it. She says just trust your reaction. I think you're reading that aura quite strong. Okay. Zabi. Oh, hi. Welcome. Thank you. Yes or no, does Karen still see me as Bella from Twilight? Um, okay, so your guardians, they're doing is Zabi, they're actually redirecting the aura, so they're not answering that part, but what they're doing is they're saying that they want to let you know that in January 2023, she says that you're going into an energy where it's about a call to honor. And they're saying that it's a call from where your truth and integrity is going to shine. And she says that there is it's not a close friend, but it's someone that I think it's more like an acquaintance that you respect. That their concern here is that this friend or acquaintance is not as clear as they should be. And it's something that they want you to trust your reaction, because their concern here is that this friend or acquaintance is not giving to you what you're giving to them. And they're saying trust if you feel something is not fair to you, because I just see an energy where you may have to step back from a friendship. And then they're showing a true friend or a very strong friendship coming to you in March, April, that there's potential here that the two of you become friends lifelong. There's just something they're a bit, they want to make sure that the friendship is fair to you. So that's where they went to first. I hope that helps. That's where they're showing. And then, Tracy. My sister here, Tracy J, Reiki with a Twist, is on here if you guys want to check out her website. She does live readings too if you guys are interested. Tracy, for your son. He needs to rest a bit more. He needs to listen to Ocean a bit more. And he's having a lot of dreams that are sort of confusing him. They're saying get him. Oh, and she said put his feet in the sun to ground the aura. He just needs to connect with that energy. He's good. He just needs to rest. That's sort of the big focus with that. But he looks good. Let's go down. Leah. Leah Elvis. Hi, I'm Evie from Nigeria. Hello. Any messages from my late mother? Okay, let's check on her. Okay. Hi, Evie. Okay. Okay, so Evie, what I'm seeing here is this beautiful. I'm seeing like this very beautiful, like a very pink rose light, starlight that she's showing as your mother. She's showing an aura that she is holding you, and that she is telling you that she loves you, she's proud of you, and she says that she wants you to know she is here. She is here with you, and she says she wishes that she told you more how proud she was of you. She's just making me feel that in her mind, she just making me feel she didn't say that enough to you. And she says that you were one of the ones that brought the most joy to her in this life. And she says that she's talked to her, that keep talking to her, because she says that when you talk to her, she hears you. And she says that she's more proud of you than she can ever say. She says that you saw her. She says that you're going to start seeing like these flashes of pink light, and that will be your mom letting you know that she's around. But you're more protected and more loved than you realize. That's what she's showing, so I hope that helps, Evie. Okay. See, Brat. I think that's what I said. Sorry, my glasses out there. Kelliena, will me and my girls move in 2023, and is my soulmate in Alberta or BC? They're showing an energy where they're saying that there is an opportunity for a class, a class. I don't know if this makes sense. They're saying I'm asking them about that, but they're redirecting it. Because they're saying that with your soulmate, I feel like he's actually on the border between BC and Alberta. So the answer to that is actually both. They're saying it's like he keeps going back and forth between both provinces. So I know that may not be clear, but that's how they're describing him. They're saying for you and your girls, there's an energy here where you are all becoming more closer and hearing one another. They're saying this winter before you, she says, you guys connect more through laughter, and there's something where there seems to be more family games and more just getting to know each other on a higher level. And I think for your girls, there's an aura here that they are going to remember more past life translations and tell you when you were a family before. But they're just showing an aura that there's a lot of laughter coming to you guys. That which looks nice. Hope that helps. Terry T. That makes a lot of sense. Oh, good. I'm glad. I'm glad to hear that. You're welcome, Lori. You're welcome, Jesus at you. Um, Alyssa Douglas. I would love a message. Alyssa, you have a healer's mark. There's something that they're showing an aura. So they're saying that the next year, I don't want to qualify because the Guardians will say healer mark. When it's not just physical body, it could be an energy when you're speaking to someone. It's like you would have an intuition what they need to do to heal or to get back on their path. They're showing an aura that she says you're awakening your healing mark and your healing abilities the next year. And she says you're learning about higher ways to heal mind, body, spirit. And she says that you have a gift when it comes to herbal teas and working with food. She says trust your reaction with that because you're picking up far more than you know. Just trust your spirit. But you are a healer. You have an ability. You see what needs to be cleared with that. So I hope that helps. You're welcome, Tracy. You're welcome. Wave Killer Jr. He's asking for one. Okay. Wave Killer, they're showing an aura that you actually have a past life where you were a reporter for us. They're saying it's like a small town. It feels like back in the early 19th century. So they're saying you have a gift of words and they're asking you to start writing more because you do have a site here where you have what's called channel writing. Channel writing is the ability to, as you write, it's an energy that you can connect to your higher self, to your guardians, and bring that knowledge down. They're asking you to start writing more, and it's actually in your aura if you choose. Like there seems to be like a book, an opportunity to write a book or to manifest content, and they're saying trust your wisdom when you need to write because she says you read more, you connect more than what you realize with that. But you were a reporter according to this energy. You're welcome, Michelle. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, Michelle. They're focusing on an aura here. They're saying that, Michelle, you are going to be connecting more with angels, and they're saying that your clairvoyance, so the way that you see them, is going to become more defined because they're showing an aura. So when guardians show the cords or the aura, what they do is they present it and then it kind of stretches and you can see the aura between it. She says for you, you're going to be getting more visions, but I think it's like you're actually going to see them, like you're going to see the lights. And she says, keep an eye if you see a flash, you turn nothing's there. That will be the beginning of it. And she says, watch your thoughts because that will connect to the visions that you see. There's a lot of, you're increasing your psychic abilities. Hi, LA. Hi, Laura. LA, they're showing an energy here. She says that you're going to be strong, you're going to be fierce, and she says trust your sight and trust your wisdom. She says you're saying what needs to be heard, and she says don't second guess yourself. She says you're in more control than you know, and she says trust your words. With that, good. I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm just going through. A blogger. Okay, yeah, a blogger would be one. One says just me. Uh, 'Cause they want to know about the angels. Just me. The guardians are showing an aura. You. So they're saying that you may not feel this right now, but they're telling me that you have a gift of language. And she says that you've actually had many past lives where you spoke easily, like 6, 7 languages, like you were able to speak 6, 7 languages. She says too, you're going into an aura where you're going to be accessing so past life wisdom is not because we're reliving that life, it's because there's wisdom that we earned in that life that can help us in this life. And the ways to connect with that can be through food. Like if you feel like you can have a dish from a different culture and you just feel like it's a home energy or it feels very cozy, that's often a validation of a past life. Another way to do it, and for you just me, it feels like it's the hearing the language. They're saying they want you to look into learning a language, even if it's just listening to the music, or Duolingo is a good one. Just hearing it, because she says that will actually trigger past life memories for you. Because she says you have a gifted ability to speak more than one language, many languages, the way she shows this. And she says that you're going into an aura where you're connecting to high knowledge. She says that you had one of the lives that you were connected to was a past life in Egypt, but I feel like it was modern. I think it was more like in the last 200 years. She says Egypt is very sacred to you and you have a high knowledge of what that aura is with that. So I hope that helps. Oh, thank you, Alyssa. I hope that helps. Um, and then MAR, thank you. Thank you. So for MAR, Le Grinda, she's looking for a translation. So MAR, they're showing an aura here. You have a gift when it comes to astrology. She says you hear the planets, you hear their spirit. And she's showing an aura that she says that you've had many, she really wants it. She says you've had many past lives where you were what they call an advanced astrologer. And she says that there's a calling that you're in right now to learn astrology and to look at the stars. She says when you look at the stars and the planets, you can hear them. She says that they want you to reconnect to your ancient knowledge about astrology, because she says that will help you read the aura. You're very psychic. I think there's an energy here that you're expanding your wisdom quicker than you realize, but they want you to focus on astrology. Astrology is very important for you. It's really good. It's really positive. Thank you. And then Charlie, or I think it's Charlie. Chelly, sorry, Chelly. Hi, how are you? So for Chelly, let's see. I just want to show you guys this. There's all our pets. I just want to show there's that's Charlie, and there's DJ. They're all curled up here. I think they're really liking the energy. They're showing an aura here that you were going through. The guardians are saying it's a shift of aura. So a shift of aura means that it's like you've learned something major and you're getting prepared for the next chapter or the next era. So right now you're going through a bit of a cleanse. You may notice, like, literally it could be like that you're cleaning more than normal, or that you want to rearrange the house more than normal, or even to the point where you might feel like you want to move. You're preparing from now to the end of the year. It's like you're preparing for a new chapter, new aura, because 2023 is going to be a year of very powerful and positive beginnings for you. And they're saying don't underestimate your wisdom of what you're calling in, because I think you're doing way better than what you realize. But you're about to begin a new energy, but you're going to notice it's almost like the next 6, 7 weeks, it's like tying up loose ends. And then January is going to feel very spring-like and very positive. So I hope that helps. But it's really, whatever you're doing, keep doing. It's really lovely. Angel, can I get a message from David Jones? Oh, sorry. Okay. Let's see. So David Jones. I'm hearing I'm here. He says that you're finding feathers and that the feathers are going to be from him because he says it's like you're finding these small white feathers as you walk out and about, and you're going to notice feathers more around you. He says when you think of him, I hear you. He says that he says he's telling me you can do this, you can talk directly to him, and he's saying he says that I see your power more true now than I did before, and he's saying that he wants you to know that he wishes it's almost like this energy that he wishes he told you more how much he cared and how much he appreciated you when he was here, but he says that he can do that now. There's something um he says you're going to see a teddy bear with a blue ribbon, with it's like a blue ribbon and with like a heart, not a locket but just like a heart shaped tie to it. He's saying that you're at a gift store. He says there's going to be a message on that heart shape on his the ribbon. He says that message is for you from him, and he says you'll know when that comes in. I know when they say stuff like that, it's often it might be a year or two before that will make sense, but just keep an eye on a teddy bear with a heart with a message with red words, red writing on it. He says you'll know what that is. I hope that helps. You're welcome, Laura. Okay, I'm glad. MAR, you're so spot on. Oh, good. I'm glad. Yeah, very powerful. Okay. Yeah, Shelly, I think for your energy here, you're calling in a very a much more higher joy, and it's just don't underestimate your power. There's more good energy coming to you than when you realize. All right, everyone, I think that's it. I don't think there's any more new messages, but thank you so much for joining us, and I will do this again next month, and I hope that helped. All right, thank you. Take care.